and welcome. It is Moonlight Lotus here with another episode of Gaming Talks, and today we have a guest star on the show with us, my best pal, Kasim. So, a quick introduction. Today's episode is about modding and our favorite mods or mods that have given you a very rememberable experience or you just love in general. Now, once a mod lover, always a mod lover is the truest thing for me, because before I started modding, I loved games like Skyrim and Fallout and Minecraft very minorly. But once I modded them, it was like I couldn't go back. It was a wrap, folks. Like once you put that first mod in there, there's no going back. Now I've played vanilla Skyrim again, and it's not the same. It really isn't. You just miss all the mods you had, all the fun you had. So in today's video, we both be talking about one of our favorite mods and everything we loved about it. And in the comments, talk about your favorite mods as well. That's right. Today's episode we have 2 questions. So first question is to talk about your favorite mod in the comments. The second one you'll find out at the end of the video.
Hey everyone, my name's Kasim. I'm here to talk about a mod that I really love. It's called Scavenger Mod by Core, K-O-R. You can find it on Nexus and Bethesda's store, whatever you want to call it, mod repository, whatever. But it's great. It lets you pretty much scavenge items around the game world, like construction barriers, cars, vans, generators, the oxygen tanks that you can blow up, the red barrels, some empty barrels, what else? Sandbags, automatrons. When you kill them, after you loot them, you can salvage them, as well as turrets. And what else can you do? You can also, there's a few other things that you can scavenge pretty much. You just have to try around the world, and you can scavenge them like skeletons. You can also scavenge skeletons, and it'll give you bone. Now, the coolest thing I found out about this mod is that you can set up this this tweak for it, and it auto scraps things for you. So all the junk that you pick up, it will automatically scrap them into their resources for you. That way you don't have to haul the junk, but you're just hauling the resources, which are way lighter than the junk that you're carrying around. And you can also set it to just do regular junk, the craftable junk, things like a Braxo cleaner and tools and stuff like that, things that you actually use in crafting. And you can set it to even do valuables like cigars, cigar boxes, cigarette boxes, pre-war money, things you use to sell, gold bars and stuff like that. The mod, honestly, I find is great. It helps because you can never have enough resources. And no one really wants to spend all their time buying shipments while you're just, wandering through trying to clear out a dungeon or a store or something. You can scrap everything in there. The shopping carts, you just scrap them and get some steel from it. I think cars are the coolest for me because you get things like lead. And for some odd reason, I never have enough lead. It's really funny. To start it, you install the mod, obviously, and they also have one for, I think they have a patch for the Raiders overhaul. But when you install the mod, you have to go to Vault 111, and it's a little bit further up where that chair and table is, and there's a little book, a magazine. Once you pick up that, you get the perk, the scavenger's perk, and then you get the holotape, and the holotape lets you set up everything, and what you see is what's set. Just always keep it on set to preserve everything. That way you will not screw up your world. But this is me, Kasim, and I'm just letting you guys know about a mod I like. Tell me how you guys think about it.
And that was Kasim with the auto loot mod. Now, my favorite mod comes from Skyrim that I really hope gets brought over to Skyrim Special Edition. I really want it brought over really bad. Now, this mod is Corpse Preparation. If you've seen my playthroughs of Skyrim or Fallout or even New Vegas, I like necromancy or the thought of having like a summonable creature or a creature you created like Frankenstein, whatever. Just to have her rolling around with it, I think it's the coolest thing ever. And Skyrim is only game I had that has had the best necromancy system, and corpse preparation takes it and brings even more to life. It just makes it even more lore friendly. It uses the past lore and just enhance it, and I love it. Um, your basic necromancy spell is the raise the dead. You cast a little orb thing, it hits the body comes back to life. Now in corpse preparation, it's different. In preparation, you have to get a body, bring it to the table, do the ritual, and you bring it back to life. And there's levels to it. There's skeletons, there's zombies, there's rafts like liches, and then there's mummies. And as you do more and more necromancy, you get better at it and you grow at the skill. And that's what I like, because it brings more immersion to the game. It was fun because you had your own little secret lair and all that. But you just kind of set up somewhere. You set up shop like any necromancer would do. Find a nice quiet place off the side of the road. Maybe not too far from the road. You don't want to travel too far. Have some steady bodies coming by your lair so you can just nab them off the road or whatever. Stuff like that. And I really like that. And one another aspect that I really liked was that when you got to the mummification part, it would use the past books from other games, and it would say, well, using spells like Raise Dead or Reverent, whatever. Oh, that's lame. That's not real necromancy. Real necromancy is time, takes patience, and if you want to mummify a corpse, you gotta use salt and water and let it sit there and be patient. You get a proper body, and I like that because, as I said, immersion. It had all the realness I liked about it. And like anything that has goods and bads. One of the bad part was that as you did more necromancy using the lore, you would your soul would be corrupted, which is, I'm like, man, this is really realistic, and I liked it. So like your character would get like weaker, and your stamina wouldn't regenerate as much. So you would need like your summons with you to help you out. It would encourage teamwork in a way. At least that's how I felt about it, and it was just like the coolest shit to me. Corpse preparation is the best, and I can't wait for it to come to Skyrim. All right, can't wait. Skyrim Special Edition. All you need is, first you're gonna need a script extender, number one, and number two, I will definitely making sure I let the mod author know, hey, let's get to it, buddy. Let's do this thing, because corpse preparation is the bee's knees. Not really much I can say about the mod. There's one more mod that I like, and this one's from Fallout New Vegas. And when I told you before the whole Frankenstein thing, this I got from this mod. So it was a mod that it put this little shack in Riverwood, where you start? Oh, in Good Springs, next to, it was like a copy of Victor's shack, but a little bit more bigger on the inside, more clear. And you had a storage room, and there was this big station where you would go out and you would kill people, whatever, like people would attack you and you would take their body parts. Like, when you make a body go splat and the arms pop off and the eyes, you would take those body parts and you bring them back, and you would hit sort body on the machine, and the body parts would pop in on the machine, and then you would activate it, and you'd make like a zombie. Not a zombie. It would look like a ghoul, but for what was supposed to be your mind roleplay purposes, was a body you brought back to life. I swear I have a video on it somewhere. I may resurrect that video. I may, just because it was the coolest shit to me ever. And I like stuff like that. I think it's very creative. That's something I wish they would do in Fallout 4. Like, if I could find a mod author who had the time, I would even forward to do some cash. Like, hey, make this mod happen, buddy. Make it happen. And it was cool because you get to resurrect somebody. Not resurrect, but Frankenstein them. Like, I would go out, hunt people down, be like, ooh, you have a nice arm. I want your arm. And then I would kill them, take their arm, give me that. And then I would put it on the machine, yes. Now I need one more body part, the head. And I would find a really smart person Be like, I'm gonna take your head because you look really smart. I'm gonna use it for my Frankenstein. It would add hours of fun. And that is what I really like. That's what mods do. Mods give your game more lifespan. They just enhance it all around. And yeah, that's it. Woo, I love mods. I love them. No going back. So here we are at the end of the show. Now the gaming talks is now complete and time for the daily question. Name of the episode was For the Love of Modding. The question is, how did you discover modding? And what was the first game for you to mod? My first game was Skyrim. It was the blast. I didn't know nothing about it. I didn't know what were the good mods to get, what were the requirements, how to properly do it. When I first put in my mods, I did manually, which messed me up because I undo them all and then use Nexus Mod Manager, which is my bread and butter. Eventually I'll just use the plain old Mod Manager, which I heard is better than Nexus Mod Manager, but until then, I'll be using Nexus Mod Manager. So I look forward to hearing from you guys. If you are on the go, you're busy, about to head out, and you can't reply now, but you have a Twitter, a little tweet. You can also tweet me there at Moonlight Lotus 1. Just tweet me the name of the video or the video number. Gaming Talks number, what was this one? 12. Gaming Talks 12 with your answer. I'd be like, oh yeah, that's what we're talking about. Bam, hit you right back with a response. We can chit chat. We can discuss. We can talk. We can do the talky. Anyways, though, Moonlight Lotus here. Over and out.
It's the Moonlight Lotus Show. Subscribe below. Leave a comment if you enjoyed. The show is coming to a close. It's the Moonlight Lotus Show.